You are on air with 2 times R, like the sign says. Hopefully it's right this time. I had to fix that. I noticed that when I was watching back the video that it was way out of whack, so I fixed that. Hope you guys cannot fault me for it. Still new to this thing. Everything's still brand new. But anyway, welcome back. If this is your first time viewing, thank you for viewing. The last episode we talked about how I feel radio is failing the neo soul and R&B genres, or if it's one genre. I consider it more close to one genre because they both feel the same to me. Neo soul is nothing without R&B, and R&B is nothing without that neo soul feel, to me, in my opinion. So I feel like radio, traditional radio, not streaming platforms, but traditional radio has failed by always having to go by what's on the mainstream sound. Mainly, there's some radio stations that play new stuff that you never heard, but then there's radio stations that they don't take advantage of their platform and play stuff that nobody's heard, that you haven't heard on the radio like a million times. So that's what I talked about last episode, episode 1. I'll put it in the card so you can watch it if you're interested to see what I said about it. That was kind of a rough draft of my view. This is, of course, episode 2, like I said. So if you're your first time viewing, my name is Ricky, also known on my channel as 2 times R, because my last name, it's also with an R. I will be talking about some older albums and some newer songs. Maybe an album that I feel that didn't get the mainstream push that I feel like it should have, that I had to find on streaming platforms. I use Google Play Music and YouTube. I don't listen to the radio too much because of how I feel about radio. So I want to talk about an album that came out a few years ago, and I also want to talk about some new stuff that just came out, that Snoh Aalegra song and an Avant album. He came out with an album, it's about 10 tracks long. He came out with a sort of an EP album in the middle of both, not very long, but traditional Avant, some newer songs to give you that Avant fix. So I'll be talking about that towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But first I want to talk about an album that I fell in love with, that I had to actually find just by chance while scrolling on Google Play Music. I found an album by Estelle. Now I love this album. I'm not sure, I tried to find stats, but the stats were kind of skewed. I couldn't tell exactly how many streams she got versus how much sales she made. So I feel like it didn't get enough play, because I think it's a great album with a lot of great songs and a lot of great features. And it has my love is R&B, reggae, soca. I listen to island music, the Afro beats. I listen to all that stuff, hip hop. So, but my main go-to is neo soul and R&B. But I listen to a lot of the reggae. So this album has a little bit of both. It has some R&B, some reggae, and it also has a little bit of hip hop mixed in there. It's mainly R&B and reggae. She signed to VP, so VP Records, as everybody knows, is an reggae artist label. So she does have that sound. She does have that backing of the features, just from reggae artists as Cranium, Conscience, Chronix. Like I said, if you haven't heard this album, it's called Lovers Rock by Estelle. Great album. It hits you on both playing fields. Hit you with that R&B vibe, neo soul, and it hits you with that reggae vibe. Great album. A few songs I want to mention. It's 14 tracks long. She has songs with JvckJames called So Easy, one of my favorite songs. She has another one with Taurus Riley, great artist, great vocals. You won't be disappointed by listening to that one. She has one with, like I said, Conscience, Cranium, Chronix, just to name a few. If you like reggae, you will love this album. Please listen to that one. You won't, if you love this genre, if you even like reggae a little bit, but you love R&B, you get a little taste of both, and you might even come out liking more reggae once you hear those artists. I'm not sure, you might like it. If you don't, you're missing out. I'm just saying. But there's also a few songs I want to talk about. Like I said in the last video, if I can find all the songs that I talk about, they will definitely be in the description for you to check out, and hopefully I'll have them right up here on screen. Unfortunately, with copyright, I probably can't play them. But you'll see that I'll post a video or a picture of the album or something that you can see. Just get a visual aspect of what I'm talking about. So I'll have that here next to me. So a song by Now, I hope I'm saying her name right. It's Nao, and it's called Bad Blood. Her vocals, she has a very high tone to her voice, but her vocals and her song, the beat is great. Check that out. There's an artist by the name of JvckJames, and the song is called On My Way. JvckJames, On My Way. Check it out. Great song. Sabrina, Claudio. The song is called Too Much Too Late. You may have heard it. She's been around, but like I said, I don't really hear her on the radio. I hear her on streaming. I hear her while I'm streaming. I hear her on Pandora. Anything that's streaming, Pandora, YouTube, Google Play Music, I'll hear artists like this that I'm talking about. Rounding up this little short list is a song called Loved by You from Kirby. Another great song. I myself am one of those, I love R&B music, like I said. That's why I'm talking about it, of course. But I like I'm in between of the hurt songs versus the love songs. So I like both of them. These songs aren't new, but I missed them when they came out. So possibly you did too. So if you did, please give them a listen. There's a new album by Mcknight. Again, I didn't know it was coming out, but it came out. A new album by Mcknight called Exodus. It's 13 tracks long. And what can I say? It's Mcknight. Great timeless lyrics, and his voice is one of the best in the business. I mean, he's been doing it for a long time, and he has never failed me as an R&B listener. Never. So give him a listen. It's called Exodus by Mcknight. 13 tracks. With Mcknight, to me, I always feel like he always stayed true to himself and his vibe. His vibe is never changes. He's never had to conform. He's never had to change anything about himself to fit in with what's playing now. And people still love him. His concerts are still packed. You might not hear it on the radio. You hear all his older stuff. Sometimes you hear one of the new songs snuck in there, but you hear all his older stuff. He'll give you those songs that make your partner feel special. Whether it's a proposal or a wedding, first dance, you can never go wrong with a Mcknight song. Shout out to Martin and Gina. I know y'all know that episode. That episode was amazing. One song I liked on the album, Exodus by Mcknight, was a song called Nobody. Great song. Like I said, classic Mcknight. You won't go wrong listening to any of these songs, but that was my pick from the album. Next up, an album from Kiana Lede called Kiki. She has some crazy vocal range. 17 tracks long. If you need something to pick you up when your significant other or your ex let you down, this is the album for you. Chill vibes, melodic rhythms. A few legit features to mention is Ari Lennox, probably messing up her name too, Lucky Day, and Black, also known as 6 Lack to those people that don't like to get his name right. One song that caught my ear is a song called Feel Away from her. Great song. She got, I mean, you can listen to the album, you'll find something that talks to you in your moment. But Feel Away was a song that I really liked. Also, there's a new album from JoJo called Good to Know. Y'all, if you know R&B, you know JoJo has been in the game for a while. She's grown a lot, and she's stuck to R&B. You know, a lot of these R&B artists, I'm gonna name one, Pink. Pink, to me, I liked Pink first CD because it had an R&B hip hop vibe. Probably wasn't true to herself, but I liked her as an artist singing that type of music. She changed and is more pop, but I liked her in that genre. To me, I felt like her vocals were amazing in that genre. To me, I feel like JoJo could have done that, but didn't do that, which I'm glad she didn't, because her vocals are amazing for R&B. So she has 9 tracks on this album, on this EP album, several songs that are perfect for the breakup playlist. The beats and the melodies won't have you needing for anything else. Give a listen to the whole album. My recommendations from this album is Lonely Hearts and Don't Talk Me Down. Those two stood out to me in this whole album. Like I said, the whole album is great, but those 2 songs stuck out to me. So give those a listen, give the whole album a listen. But listen to those 2 songs and tell me if you agree with me. Like I said, all these songs will be in the description below. I hope I've introduced you to an album that you never heard of, or a song that you never heard of. That's really my take going forward. I want to introduce new songs, introduce new albums, stuff that you don't hear about or you don't see, or you're stuck in your house, or you might not be listening to traditional radio. If you do listen to traditional radio, so you're not hearing about these albums and these songs. So I want to talk a little bit about that Snoh Aalegra song. Now, Snoh Aalegra, I found out about her, I can't remember if it's this year or the end of last year. Dying for Your Love just came out Friday. Great song. Another great song by Snoh Aalegra. Again, I hope I'm saying her name right. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it. I keep trying to find these names, but I'm not sure. She has some relatable lyrics and smooth melodies to a hip-hop influenced beat. Like most of her songs that I love, they have that thump, that R&B / hip-hop vibe all over them. It gives me, like, listening to these songs and seeing these new artists just gives me hope for the future for the genre. But I feel if traditional radio doesn't step up and play them, they probably won't get heard, or they won't even get found. Like I said, I didn't find her on the radio. I found her probably on, I'm not sure if it's Pandora or Google Play Music. I heard this song and I was just like, who is this? So this gives me hope that she has longevity in the business, and she has longevity writing beautiful music that will carry out throughout the whole genre, and she would just grow. I'm hoping that in the future there'll be a place where we can go and listen to these artists once this whole crazy thing is over. I'm hoping we can go listen to these artists and get those feels, you know. Like we were supposed to go to Essence Fest this year, didn't make it, of course, because of all of this stuff. They didn't even have it, but I would have hoped to see these artists that I've mentioned, to hear some of them sing live and just be in the moment. So hopefully at some point we can get back to that once this whole thing is over with. This song, Dying for Your Love, to me, what it says to me is if you're wanting something to build with somebody special and you're just like dying for it to work out, and that's what I got, that's the vibe I got from it. So if you can relate to me, if you can relate to her, you can relate to it, Dying for Your Love is great to listen to. The video, of course, visuals are nice. You won't be disappointed with this song. If you like any of her other music, you would love this song also. This song, great song. It's gonna be around for a while. I listened to it at least 2 or 3 times today already, just for the day. Great song. So that's Snoh Aalegra, Dying for Your Love. Give it a listen, give it a view on YouTube, but I'll put all that information in the description. The next album I want to talk about just released on Friday by Avant. It's called Can We Fall. 10 songs. I'm not sure if it's an album. I need to learn that if it's an album or an EP based on the amount of tracks. It's only 10 songs long. Should have been longer, in my opinion, because I love Avant. Check it out. Can We Fall by Avant. I'm sure his fans won't be disappointed when they listen to this, because it's traditional Avant. Great music. One of my recommendations will be the song Not Gonna Lose. If you're on the fence about staying or leaving a relationship, that might be a song you need to listen to kind of make you remember all the things that you've liked about your special someone, all the things that brought y'all together, all the things that made you stay together. If you're on the fence, Not Gonna Lose is an amazing song. There are, of course, songs for special moments and times. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That if you need a mood playlist, these need to be added to your playlist. I'm sure you already got some Avant on your playlist. These songs need to be added to that playlist. One of them is called Take It Slow. The other is called Edible. These songs are guaranteed to continue a mood. If the mood has already started, it may help the mood begin, but it'll help you continue that mood for the rest of the evening. It wouldn't be a 2020 album if there was no Afro beats. Irreplaceable is that song that has the Afro beats. Great song, of course. Great lyrics by your boy Avant. Amazing. And for my last track is Nothing Without You. When you need help getting that message across, that your partner completes you and is that driving force that you use every day, this song is for you. Now give the whole album a listen. The whole album is great. You know, it's an Avant album. So if you're an Avant fan or an R&B fan, you will not go wrong listening to this album. Give the whole album a listen, put it on repeat. Give these artists the recognition and the push that they deserve, because we need them to stay in the game. We need the game to stay fresh. We need them to continue to put out music, beautiful music for us to listen to and enjoy, for us to grow to, for us to share with our kids, for them to grow in the future. We want good music in our future. So give this and all the songs and albums that I spoke about in this, give them all a listen from top to bottom. Find the songs you like. If there's any songs that I mentioned that you like, that you used, I'd like to know in the description. Don't give me no details. I don't need no details, but to know that maybe I helped you so I can continue this. Maybe this is not the thing for me. Maybe this isn't going anywhere. I don't know, but I'm hoping that it does. I'm hoping that I can grow. I'm hoping that my channel and my words will inspire some people to listen to some great music instead of the stuff that they just play on the radio on repeat every day. Listen to something new. Give these artists the backing. I don't know if you guys knew, but Jazmine Sullivan stopped recording a while back because she felt like she wasn't getting the recognition that she should. And her music is amazing. Her vocals are amazing. She's one of the best in the game as far as range, as far as content. She's one of the best. And she thought to herself that maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this is just too rough. Maybe they just want to hear a certain thing that I'm not trying to conform to. So I hope these artists never conform and stay true to themselves, because this is why I listen. I listen because I get those good feelings, like I talked about last video. I get those good feelings that old school R&B still gives me and gave me when they first came out. That you just feel like these songs aren't going anywhere. These songs are going to be around forever. These songs are going to be around forever. So we need to continue that and give these artists the recognition and the listen to that they deserve. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, all the videos, if I can find them, because some of these albums are pretty new, so I'm not sure if the songs will be on YouTube, but a lot of the videos I would tag and put it in my description so you guys can find it easily, instead of just thinking, oh man, I gotta go searching for songs. They'll be in the description, so I'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to find these tracks, to give these songs a listen to. So if you do give it a listen, if you do like what I'm talking about, if I introduced you to something, like I said several times, if I introduced you to something, I hope that you can like, comment, and subscribe. Also share this to help bring light to these artists and help them flourish and help them grow and help my channel grow. I'm a new guy, so I just want y'all to know that I love this music. I hope that in the future I can get songs by new artists that I can shed light on and help them grow, because like I said, I love this genre and I want it to flourish. I want it to stay around. I don't want it to dwindle and die out. I want it to be around for a while. So I'm hoping that at some point I would have some new artists that I can actually play their songs when I'm talking about it. If y'all hear all that noise, pardon that noise. You know, just listen to my message. I want to thank y'all for being here today and listening to what I had to say. Even though like I said, some of you probably are like, who is this dude and why do I need to listen to him? That's the power of YouTube. I can do this. But I hope y'all liked what I did here. Thanks for coming by. Again, you were on air with 2XR. Welcome. Hope you stick around. We're gonna continue this. We're gonna grow. We're gonna build. I'm hoping to help some new artists get some spotlight, get some sun, get some shine. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this content. And listen to everything. Even if you don't like the content, listen to the songs I'm talking about. You won't be disappointed. Thank you. 2 times R.